shoot, what said did you claim it? It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, knock grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said did you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings. Welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Oh my God. So today was Fight Night Friday. So if you know, we was over on Twitch. That's King David IOP over there, you know, with my son. So the King had an off night. Shout out to Dip Down Anatomy. But my son didn't have an off night. Shout out to Prince OTW. The genes is strong with this one. The genes is strong with this one. Go check out that video. It's up over there on Twitch now. I do apologize to my Call of Duty heads. Happy Call of Duty Day. For anybody that has Game Pass, and even if you don't have Game Pass and you're a PlayStation owner, happy Call of Duty Day. Shout out to you purchasing, playing, and enjoying Call of Duty. We love that the fact that you patron the store. Thank you so much for your hard-earned bucks. Like I get a part of it, right? Stupid, but it's fun. And I like to do hood rat things with my friends because it's fun. So, in this momentous day, in the day in which you thought Xbox could do no wrong, all you had to do was just press send. Here comes Nadala with his mouth. Now, it wasn't his mouth. It was a leaked letter that went to shareholders. This is the time where split dividends is happening. Dudes is getting their bonuses. This is what's happening. This is what you're seeing. That's why that letter comes out. But let's get to these topics. And let's make it happen. Oh, boy, it's going to be crazy. We've all been looking for more Everwild news. Xbox boss Phil Spencer has been hands-on with Fable and the mysterious rare survival game that has been AWOL for 4 years. Microsoft Gaming CEO visited Playground Games and Rare to play Everwild. Phil Spencer is maybe one of the few gaming executive who actually plays games. His Vampire Survivor time on Xbox is staggering for what it's worth. Not to mention that all the times he's spotted in game or nuked in Fallout 76, but he has now decided to flex on everybody and everyone by sharing that he's played unreleased versions of Fable and Everwild. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you play unreleased versions of games that you're supposed to be making sure that aren't buggy and messed up? Again, in a slow news week, you will get news articles like this. This is a slow news week article. Of course, I expected him to go look at Fable. And the question is, which one is going to come out first? The question is, which one is more further along? See, those are the questions that you would like to ask, right? Which one is further along in the process? Which one has the most playable build? Which one you seem to have more polish? Is it Everwild or is it Fable? Will we see Everwild or Fable first? That should have been the question leading this whole article, but this article is just FUD. right? Just your fear, uncertainty, and doubt, making you fear what they're doing, and be uncertain, and doubt if Everwild is ever coming out. Regardless to what, the game is coming out. He's played the game, and unless somebody can pick his brain or works at the studio, we can only extrapolate from this that the games are coming. Which one is going to be first? I think that's the bigger question. I think that's the larger question when we get to this. Which game will be first? Okay. Microsoft CEO and gaming division update. We continue to extend our content to new platforms. We are bringing great games to more people. See, now, what I want y'all to take notice here is the Halo Infinite shirt, right? You see the Halo Infinite shirt. So this picture is not the same thing. Like he didn't do a video to shareholders. It was just a letter to shareholders, right? Okay. So I'm showing you how misleading print can be. Following the rumors that Xbox PlayStation ports are slowing down, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has briefly addressed the company's gaming division in its annual letter to shareholders. Xbox's new strategy, codenamed Project Latitude, will seemingly continue according to his latest comments. Satya, we brought 4 of our fan-friendly titles to Nintendo Switch and Sony PlayStation for the first time as we continue to extend our content to new platforms. In the same segment about Microsoft's gaming division, Nadella mentioned how the company strive to bring great games to more people on more devices. More devices. That means more devices than they already have. It will also continue to innovate to offer players more ways to experience games that they love, where, when, and how they want, like with services like xCloud. Because now xCloud is leaving beta, all right? With the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, he added hundreds of millions of players. That's 560 million monthly MAUs. That's monthly active users. To Microsoft gaming ecosystem, with the tech giant now in control of 20 franchises that have generated over $1 billion in lifetime revenue, from Candy Crush, Diablo, and Halo to Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, and Gears of War. Now, with him saying those titles, you know Candy Crush is everywhere. You know Diablo is everywhere. You know Halo isn't. You know Warcraft basically is locked to the PC until later. Elder Scrolls is everywhere, and Gears of War isn't. So with that being said, that left people to speculate. Let me go to the first article. The rumor Xbox PlayStation 5 ports have slowed down following Indiana Jones announcement. Halo and Gears are still red lines to this day. Right? Now, most of us know by now that Xbox has begun bringing titles over to the PlayStation. The trend is set to continue next spring with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, you got to read the article for how the article is. They tell you it's a trend. When you say it's a trend, trends mean now ongoing practices, right? The conversation in which you read and extrapolate the words, you will be led to believe that it's an ongoing thing, right? So in the Spanish insider who regularly accurately leaks Gamepass news, Microsoft is either pause or slow down bringing games to the PlayStation 5. The leaker is keen to stress that Xbox hasn't canceled these plans, but the fan reaction to Indy's simultaneous PlayStation 5 announcement has made Xbox take notice. Now, let me tell you something. Remember when I told you they destroyed themselves? What I meant and what Microsoft understood by what I meant was you didn't have to announce it then. You can announce that after that announcement at a later date. Some people made decisions and those decisions wasn't sound decisions. it hurt brand loyalty and also ignited conversations that wasn't indicative of a strong branding model, if you will. So I never thought that they would stop Project Latitude because I told you I believe in greed. And their reception of talking about Indiana Jones, which I told you was a poor one, they should have never done it. They did it anyway. Not saying that they shouldn't bring that game over. What I'm saying is they shouldn't have said it then. It gained nothing. Let the game come out. Let the game sell on Xbox. Let the game work the room on Xbox. And when, after it's released on Xbox, then you make the decision to say it's going to PlayStation. You could have did that after the Xbox version is out a month or two. Then you give a date for the PlayStation version. That would have saved you all the grief that you are having now. Back to the first article. So, with Satya saying that they will continue to bring titles over to other platforms, he's meaning more platforms like NVIDIA Go or NVIDIA Now, whatever that's called. Amazon, Netflix closed down their divisions. I'm pretty sure that you're going to see stuff over there. More cell phones, more televisions, also more consoles, PlayStation and Switch. Switch 2 is coming out. This conversation that you're hearing has a lot to do with everything that's going on, opposed to just the small narrative that everybody wants to just run with. Just PlayStation. This is not a just PlayStation conversation. The shareholders do not hold you in that level of regard. But let me explain further. This has always been the strategy. Listen, if they don't sell in Istanbul, and PlayStation has a foothold in Istanbul, the same thing with Switch. Place games on those consoles in order to reach where you can't penetrate the market. That's only sound business decision. You do not spend that much money to isolate your games to a platform that is not competing in the manner that is indicative of growth. As you can see, hardware sales is at a 50% drop year on year end. The only thing holding everything afloat is software and services. So you must put your software where it can be, put your services where you can in order to continue that 800 or what did they say? A 180% growth in that sector. I know it was like 800 at 1 month, but that's an anomaly. You've just dropped Call of Duty inside Gamepass. You got to see what those things do. Now, a lot of times people thought, they would get Activision and lock them games down only to Xbox. And then in your fallible logic, you say to yourself, they will come to Xbox because they all want to play that game. I know stubborn people that won't cross the street because they don't like the people on the other side house. So they will go all the way around the block. Don't ever underestimate the power of loyalty and hate. Do not underestimate those. They have people that hate Xbox, and you have people that are loyal to their consoles and places where they actually Patreon. If you understand those principles, there's other ways to skin a cat, proverbially, right? And you have to learn how to be a little bit more flexible in getting your point across. Now, I do believe this image here is not the image that you want to see, but they chose this image to further incite clickbait. They chose this image to further incite more outrage in the community. Anyway, I'm telling you, they did not get the largest third-party distributors to then lock the games down. And the FTC would not allow it. That it is still ongoing. They said that it's closed. It hasn't been closed. All right. So regardless to what, we all knew this was going to continue. Now you got PlayStation dudes running around talking about the whole slate. Whatever. Why are you worrying about it? Why are you worrying about it? At some point in time, you're going to have to realize this is where you're at, and you're going to rock it until the wheels fall off. Stop letting people knock you off your square. Stay on your dame, bro. It's gotten out of hand for a lot of you dudes. And I know you're going to say on the day that Call of Duty goes inside Game Pass, Satya and this information comes out. There are forces at work that will always undermine anything Xbox does in order to bring the brand down. I'm not saying that is right, but we made it this far. So I'm not worried about what they're worried about. Okay, let me give you the breakdown. All right. Xbox and PlayStation 5 sales show in the US why the next gen is arriving so soon. We told you the year-on-year numbers that both have made. They both are pretty much half of basically what they normally are. The next generation is not coming soon for Sony. The next generation is coming in 2029. The reason why I say hashtag no PlayStation 6, hashtag no PlayStation 6, we're going to run it up on them bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. The reason why I say that is because I don't believe that they can wait till 2029, but their strategy isn't there. And then you're going to have people in the comments talk about they're working on it right now. King, research and development and actual manufacturing is two different things. Shut up, stupid. 2029 is a very far off time. We're going into 2025 next year. You have that whole year, then you have 2026, then you have 2027, you have 2028, then you have 2029. In 2026, the Xbox will launch its new console. The Xbox will be first to doing that. Then the PlayStation will launch in 2029, i.e. this is the reason why the mid-gen refresh. Do you understand when I say the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be the last console for the PlayStation brand? It's because you don't know what tech we'll be looking at in 2029. You can have a thought process going in to whatever it is. You also can have a sale in the company. Their stocks is trading at $80-something right now. That's not indicative of a Fortune 500 club. Like, probably is on the Fortune 500, but I'm giving you for instance. That's not indicative of one of the big three. You know, the $1 trillion club. It's not there. They're $1 billion company. It's cool. Xbox is $1 trillion company. Their forecast is a whole lot brighter than the forecast for the PlayStation and Sony. And when I'm talking about Sony, I'm talking about Sony as a whole. I'm not talking about the Sony PlayStation brand. The brand is kind of strong. The problem with the brand is the mismanagement that goes on inside. And they're going to say, King, Xbox has far more mismanagement. You really have to look at the numbers to understand exactly what's going on. You don't see the forest for the trees because you still go by old metrics like this stupid stuff that say console sales are indicative of sales numbers and growth. That is not where they're looking for growth. They have changed it. The metrics is MAUs, monthly active users. How many people is at your platform seeing, interacting, purchasing, and using your platform in order to facilitate commerce? That is what the new metric is. Stop looking at the old dead metrics. Some people can buy a console, sit there and never buy anything from the store. So those people are not valuable to you, not in the least. Or the person can buy one game per year. Madden. That guy is not the guy that you're targeting. You're targeting the guy that actually purchased into your subscription service and actually plays games, actually tries different things, actually purchase active in-game items. That's the guy that they're looking for. The guy that has the guy or girl that has disposable income, that is willing to use that disposable income in your ecosystem, opposed to the person that goes out and buys a physical version of Madden every year and buys nothing else. So understand who your market is and what the market is about before you talk. All right, this is the channel. This is where we at. Make it happen.
Everything I love.
King David IOP. Get the kid to 1,000 subs. Let's get it. Hit that follow.
Where's my car at?
Yo,
so I know that dude is down in there.
100%.
Block the entrance.
Fight Nights is here
America to work his magic.
on the Twitch. Let's go. Now that we did it, now that we already talked about it, we talked about these dudes. Listen, if you want a PlayStation 6, hashtag no PlayStation 6, we're going to run it up on his bums. It's not coming anytime soon. So don't sit there and tell me, oh, I'm going to wait for the PlayStation 6. Shut your broke behind up and go buy that PlayStation 5 Pro, which is going to be their last console. Go buy it. And go buy some games, man. Stop hanging around Twitter. Stop talking about stuff you don't know. Just go be a consumer and go consume some great content that we have out there. Everybody want to be an armchair developer talking about T flops and B flops and bytes and bits, and go play a good game, bro. We had so much fun on Fight Night Fridays where everybody comes out and we play games. Now, I wasn't able to do Call of Duty because, all right, I downloaded Call of Duty here. I downloaded Call of Duty here, so I thought. And I downloaded Call of Duty upstairs in the second floor. Then I downloaded Call of Duty upstairs on the third floor. The problem with the third floor and the second floor, there's no cameras up there. And the second floor is a Series S that's in the living room. Here's Series X. The camera and everything is over there. Now you have the camera and everything over here, but my son is a little bit comfortable. I wanted to play on the couch. I wanted to show a little bit of the room, whatever. I removed some games off of that hard drive inside that room, and I'm thinking that it's removing those games and downloading Call of Duty. I was wrong. So when I went to go play it, it said you need an update. I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever the update is, hit the update. I'm thinking the update is going to be a couple of gigs. That bad boy told you the whole thing. I'm like, damn. So we got to play something. So we started playing some Dragon Ball Z. My son beat the hell out of me in Dragon Ball Z. Tonight's your night, bro. Then we got over on Tekken. We just had a ball. So I beat him up in Tekken. I lost at a couple of matches, and then he just went on a tear. So it's always good to see your kids outdo you. I'm a big proponent in supporting and nurturing children's growth, their strength in adverse moments, dealing with stressful moments, just growing. And I saw him coming of age today as far as walking in his gamer life. So again, it was fun to see. It was something dope. It's up there. Go to King David IOP on Twitch. Check it out. I'm pretty sure to put a smile on your face. Now, they said they couldn't hear the chat, and I don't know why that is, because I put the chat to be able to be heard. So again, I'm going to double check all of this stuff, but it was a great day. It was a fun day. And I want everybody to go out and, play your Call of Duty, go download. I'm pretty sure that you got home to go do that. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm gonna throw it around Call of Duty because I'm going to play that campaign tomorrow when I get back. I'm gonna stream that for at least an hour or two. So you make sure you go over to the Twitch. That's King David IOP on Twitch, and I'm gonna tell you, try to play the Call of Duty Game Pass.